Yo, what's up? This is John from Judge Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the state, baby. What's up, Henry? Can I call you Henry? Henry, I am going to build a stand. I'm going to build a stand for this Starlink satellite. And somebody's probably going to drop in the comments and say, hey, you can buy a stand. Hey, you can buy one. You're absolutely right. You can buy one. You're absolutely right. But what I need, you can't buy. So I'm going to have to make what I need. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a stand. We're going to make a stand for this Starlink. That's what we're going to do. So I've been thinking about it. Been thinking about it. Been thinking about it. Been thinking about it. So 18 by 2 foot. Just got to see if I got enough material. I guess I should have. What's up, JG? I guess I should have looked and seen if I had enough material before I started, I guess. I guess we should have done that first. See if I had enough material. I don't want to build nothing heavy. I just need something. I don't need nothing heavy. What's up, Nelson? Let's see. So if it's 18, it was 15 inches across the face. So we got to have something at least for the face to set on. So if we done 16 inches, that's only a half on that side and a half on that side. So I was thinking if we made it, you know, we made it 18 across the face. That would give us 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches, right? And then we could put something there so the wind wouldn't move it. You know, we could put like a little retaining clip on both sides to keep the wind doing that. So the whole unit, the whole thing is 24 inches this way. But to the foot, where the foot's at, it's 18 inches. So if we made something 18 by 18, yeah, if we made a shelf 18 by 18, then this could sit on the shelf, but we'd have to space it off the platform. We'd have to space it off the platform at least 2 foot, because it's 18 here, but it's actually 2 foot. So we have to extend it out just a little bit. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm making a stand for this Starlink. And somebody's going to say you can buy a stand. What's up, John? You're right. You can buy a stand. But you can't buy a stand for where I want this thing to go. They just don't make it. They just don't make it. So, if we make something 18 by 18, so if we cut this stuff 18 by 18, we make an 18-inch box, and then we cut some metal down, 18 by 18, and then we make a platform, and then off of the 18 by 18, come off with a center post this way and make it where I can attach it to the existing pole that I already have. So with that being said, if we do something 18 by 18, and then we put a little stiff leg out here with a plate, and then we can put some U-bolts, and we can U-bolt it. U-bolt it. No, U-bolt it. U-bolt it to the pole, then we can articulate it whichever way we need to articulate it this way to hit the satellite. So if we, hit the satellites. So if we make it where it has U-clamps or U-bolts on the pole. So I got a pole like this, and if we make a plate that bolts this way and then put U-bolts, then I can take the pedestal, or I can take the table that we make for this, and I can move it left or right, up or down to get the angle or get the pitch that I need for the satellite. I don't think that we'd have to come off with a stiff leg because it's really not that heavy. It's really not that heavy. I'll bolt it or you bolt it. Now you bolt it. No, you bolt it. No, man, you bolt it. I'm tired of bolting it. You bolt it. Man, I'm always bolting it. Why don't you bolt it? No, man, you bolt it. Damn it, I'm tired of bolting it. I know, me too. I'm tired of bolting it too. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build something 18 by 18 first. 18 by 18. Can you give me a shopping? Hey, if you're new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that old subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it. Man, it done broke out cold again, man. Man, I'm about tired of this daggone coldness. So we need to cut. Well, that's something else. Are we going to have enough metal to do what we need to do? All right. We might have to finagle this thing a little bit. So this thing is 15 inches wide. So this thing is 15 inches wide. 15 inches wide. We need to do it like. All right, this tubing is 1.25 inches. So you got 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches, $2, $1, $2, quarter, that's $2.50. So if that's $2.50, and we want it to be 18 inches on the outside, all right? So what's that? So we need to be 15.5. So we need to be 15.5 on the inside, right? 15.5 plus 2.5. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 18. So We need to be we got 15 and a half, and then we got 15 and a half. That leaves us 21 and a half, and that leaves us 20. Gonna be close, boys and girls. Making a stand for a Starlink. Making a stand for Starlink. Making a stand for a Starlink satellite, and somebody's probably going to say, well, you can buy those, and you're absolutely right. You can buy them, but you can't buy what I need. What I need something different. So what I need is not available for purchase. So we got 15 and a half. We got 15 and a half. Then we run a tube this way, and a tube this way, and this is 18. This is 18. So this is, what is that? Inch and a quarter, inch and a quarter, inch and a quarter. So you got inch and a quarter and inch and a quarter. That's 2.5. 2.5 plus 15 and a half. That's 18. So we need to cut 2 pieces, 15 and a half. So let's go over here. We cut 2 pieces, 15 and a half. Do a simple 24 by 24 letter. That would be great, but we don't have 24 by 24. We don't have enough material to do 24 by 24. So we're going to do 18. We're going to do 18 by 18. Yeah, we're going to do 18 by 18. We don't have enough material. We don't have enough low gauge material. We don't have enough low gauge material. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. 15 and a half. There's one 15 and a half. There's one 15. Man, it's raining here. What about where y'all at? It's raining. Thing that feel like nobody's business for it. There's another 15 and a half. There's another 15 and a half. Now we're gonna cut 18. We're gonna cut an 18. Oh, that blade got a tooth off. That blade right there's got a tooth knocked off. It's been a good one. All right, so that's 18. Got one more 18. Got another 18. Snow flurries. All right. All right, boys and girls. We got our 4 pieces. Pieces. It's supposed to be prettier. It's supposed to be pretty tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then it's supposed to rain Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. Got to do a little bit of cleaning up on these pieces. I got to go outside and get my my earmuffs and my gussets. And my glasses. So y'all hang tight. I got to go get my I gotta go get my earmuffs and my glasses. I left them outside. Yeah, I'm hoping the media blaster be here Tuesday or Wednesday. I gotta let him know. I gotta call him today at 5. He told me to call him after 5. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. $18. Clamp it down. Clamp it down. Well, patooies. Got ahead of herself. We got ahead of herself, boys and girls. We got ahead of herself. Got ahead of herself. Got to put the fourth clamp in. All right, let's do it all. All right. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we got it all. We're just gonna do a butt, you know. All right, so measure right here, like 18 and a 16th. And if we measure right here, we're like 18 and a 16th. And if we measure right here, we're 18 and a 16th. And if we measure right here, we're 18 and a 16th. And then if we measure from corner to corner, 25 and 9/16 that way. And if we measure that way, we 25 and 9/16 that way. So we measure again, 25 and 9/16. Measure from that corner to that corner, 25 and 9/16. Measure there with 18 and a 8 or 18 and a 16th, 18 and a 16th, 18 and a 16th, which I ain't really worried about that, 18 and a 16th. So there we go, boys and girls. We got our square. So this might work out pretty good because I got this drop right here. And what I'm thinking about doing is taking a piece of drop and putting it right there, and then cutting some gussets and putting the gussets right there, and then measuring and putting a flange right here. All right, and then pop some holes. I have to go out there and measure how wide it is. And then basically what I'm talking about doing is if we put a plate right here and put a gusset and a gusset, and then we pop 2 holes here and pop 2 holes there. No, let me take that back, because if I do that, then I won't be able to spin it. So if we put a small plate right here and pop 2 holes at the top and 2 holes at the bottom, then we can wrap it around the pole, because it's actually a triangle pole is what it is. It's a pole like this, like that. It's like it's a tower system, and that's the way it looks. So there's a pole, and a pole, and then they're tied together like that, and it's 100 foot tall. But we're not gonna go all the way to the top. We're just gonna go about halfway. So if we take one of the poles, because it's like this, and this is facing north. So this end's facing north. So we need to grab one of these poles, and in between this and the next tier, I think it's like 2 foot. So you got this tier, and then you got 2 foot. So what I'm going to do is one of the uprights, we do a flange, right? So we do a flange like this, and then that dotted line right there is that square in the middle, and then we put a hole, and a hole, and a hole. And then what we can do is that pipe will run like this, and then we put U-bolts. Get some U-bolts from Tractor Supply. They got all different kinds of U-bolts. Go get the U-bolts first, then drill the holes. And then what we can do is we take this flange, pop the holes in it, and that flange will be right here on this. And then we got a U-bolt here and a U-bolt here strapping this to that. And then we loosen this bolt up. Then we can turn this thing. We can articulate it ever how we want to go, this way, up and down. And then that should give us enough room. Let's measure this, because we need at least 2 foot off of the tower. So let's measure. See, that's going to work out good, because that piece right there is over that piece right there is over 14 and a half inches long. So if you measure from where this is sitting at, that is 23 inches. So once that thing's sitting right there and it's 23 inches, then it's right here, right? So if you measure 23, let's just eyeball it. So that gives us 9 inches off of the tower. So that gives us plenty of room for that thing to be where it's at. To be where it's at. To to be where it's at, boys and girls, to be where it's at. To be where it's at. We're gonna purge the gas first. Always purge it before you start, because you don't want that dry start out. We're going to tack it first, then we'll come back. 18, half of 18 is 9. This piece of tubing right here is an inch and a quarter. So we need to set back. Step back just a little bit. Double check it, make sure it's there. So it should be 8, should be a little bit over 8. So 8 and 7/16 that way, and 8 and 7/16. Eight and 7/16 that way, or excuse me, yeah, 8 and 7/16 that way, and 8 and 7/16 that way. What's up, Gary? What's up, Grease? All right, so that is that. So let me show you. See if I missed anybody's comments. All right. Yeah, Starlink. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, Gary. We're building a stand for Starlink. So we're building a stand for that. So that's that, boys and girls. So what I need to do is, I'm not really worried about gussets here, but I am going to do a gusset. I am going to do a gusset here. Yeah, that's Starlink today. I got to make a stand. So we're going to make some gussets for, we'll make 3 gussets. We're going to make one on this side, one on this side. And then we're going to make a gusset for the bottom. So basically, we can just do it this way. It don't matter. So we're going to make a gusset. We can take this off now. So we need to put a gusset here. And we need to put some type of gusset on the bottom, or a Fisher plate, whatever you want to call it. And we need to put a gusset here and here. And then I'm gonna have to go out there and measure. I can't take y'all out there because I'll lose the signal. I need to measure the plate for this. And we're gonna cut out the gussets and the plate for this. And we're gonna make 2 gussets. Well, we might make gussets all the way around. I mean, this thing ain't heavy. I mean, it's not heavy at all, but my overkill, OCD. When you're welding, circling motion or weaving motion, does it really matter? Yes and no. Some people will say yes, it matters. Some people it don't matter. It just depends. I'll draw it on this book right here. I'll draw it right here and I'll show it to you. So, it all depends on technique and how you want to do it. But normally, some people draw figure 8s. Some people do that. Some people draw figure 8s like that, right? Some people do that, okay? Some people draw circles like that. Some people draw C's or moons like that. Some people, they go forward and back, so they'll go, some people go in a straight line. They'll go forward a little bit and then back a little bit, forward a little bit and back a little bit. And the reason why they're doing that is because when I can't show you through the welding hood, but normally if you'll Google and see people that use high cameras to video welds, if you'll look, you'll see the puddle of weld, right? And then there'll be a little dot right there. So when you see the puddle, so you'll see the puddle of weld, and then there'll be a dot. Wherever that dot's at, it might be anywhere in there, right? I've always been taught, even when I've done American Welder certified, got certified and all that stuff, don't outrun the dot. I call it a cat eye. Don't outrun the cat eye, right? So if you're welding, right, and the cat eye is right there, the eye is right there behind you, right? Now, I don't know what the correct name of that is. I was always been told from the age of 14, don't outrun the cat eye. Don't outrun it, right? So that's like the melting pot of it. So a lot of people, I know Jalopy Customs, Make It Customs in Canada, he draws straight lines, right? And he goes forward and back. So let's just say the eye was right there. He'll go forward, then he'll kiss it. He'll go forward, he'll kiss it. He'll go forward, he'll go kiss it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's the way he welds. He did a video not too long ago explaining how he welds, right? So, and then you got corner welds, right? So if you got a piece of metal that's like that, and then you got the other piece of metal that's like that, right? Oh shit, done it wrong. Like that, right? So let's just say this is 1/4 inch metal and this is 1/4 inch metal, and you got it just splitting the difference just a little bit on the edge like that, and you do a corner weld. So if you got a corner weld, a lot of people that I know, not saying this is the right way or the wrong way, it's just ever how you want to do it. A lot of people I know will draw circles like that. And then some guys will do figure eights like that. And then some guys will do C's like that. So it just, you have to find your niche. And then somebody's going to say, well, if you get an American welder certified, you got to do it this way. Well, yes and no. So if you're doing, like you got your root pass, and you got your other pass, and this pass, and then you got your cap, and then you got your cap. There's different techniques, because when they x-ray it, when you're doing structural stuff like structural pipe and gas pipe and stuff like that, yeah, there's a science to it. So if you got a hellacious V and you're doing a pipe, you do your root pass, you do it with one type of welding rod, and then you do your other one, and then you do your other one, and then you just keep stacking it. And then once you almost get completely done, then you do your cap, and then you weld it. So there's a lot to it, but I mean, don't let it get you. Don't get all combobbled with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't stress out about it. I mean, it's not like you're building, spaceships and shit. You know what I mean? So I hear a lot of people, say, "Oh, you should," whatever, man. I mean, you got all different kinds of positions. You got, yeah. So, with that being said, let's make some gussets. So, I think if we done like a, I don't know, we could probably do a 2x2. Let's go see what kind of metal. Let's go over here and see what kind of metal we got laying out here. We just need something to help support it. And it don't have to be crazy. I mean, it can be 1/8 inch. It don't have to be nothing. It don't have to be nothing insane. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be nothing insane. Here's a piece right here. Here's a piece right here. Here's a piece of drop. Man, don't doubt yourself. I've seen some of the ugliest welds hold. I mean, you want it right. I mean, I'm not saying you don't, but I mean, so that's 5 by 9. 5 by 9. All right, this piece is 5x9, so let's go over here and draw out some gussets. I still need to figure out how to, I still need to spend some time and figure out how to nest stuff a little better. Because it would save a lot on material drop. I guess I need to call Johnny Be Good this week. Get Johnny Be Good on the phone. Tell Johnny Be Good, tell him that messed up the color on the machine. I got my color to hit the wrong button one day, and I don't know exactly. I gotta set y'all down. Just hang tight. Hit the wrong button one day, and took the color away. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I hadn't spent a lot of time on it to try to figure out what I actually done wrong, honestly. So, just to be honest about it. We're just gonna do some 2x2 gussets. That's all we need. Right here where I was talking about my color, right here's where I messed up one day. I don't know what I did. I hit something. And I took my color out of my art. See that? That's normally colored. I mean, I can click it and color it, but normally it's supposed to stay colored. Like I said, I don't know what exactly I did, honestly. We don't want no additional stock. So we're just gonna put link, because we're not gonna save this. So we're just gonna put link. Go to cutting. One more question I have is the heat of the welder. Does that make the metal also bond? No, the heat of the metal helps you not have a cold start. The fusion of the metal is the filler rod that's melting and joining the two pieces together. What's up, Cars? Cars, I'm building a stand for the Starlink. Because everything they got, everything they got, cars, won't fit my needs. And so, just gonna build one, man. Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking, cars. Look. So this is what I'm thinking. So this right here, that will set on that. That'll set on that fine where the stand's at. And then that still gives me enough room. And then I'm gonna put a gusset here and here. And we'll probably put like a Fisher plate right here, maybe, I don't know. And then I gotta go out there and measure the pole. And I'm gonna put a plate right here like that. I'm gonna put a plate on the end and pop 4 holes in it. But I'm not gonna pop the holes in it until I go to Tractor Supply and find some U-bolts. And then I'll weld this bracket here. And then I'll put it on the pole. And then I'll put a U-bolt here and a U-bolt here. That will let me swing it left and right. And that also let me bring it up and down. So that's what we're doing, cars. Yeah, but I appreciate it too, cars. But what I need, I can't get, you know, and I'd have to modify whatever I got to fit. And I was on the app looking at the mounts, and man, some of them mounts are like $200-300 for a mount. I'm like, man, if I get that mount and then have to cut it up, I might as well just make my own. You just need it facing north at an angle. Well, that's going to work out good because that's where I'm going. I'm going on the north end. So. Yeah, that's all I need is 2. So we got 2.2 inches. So we're going up. We'll go over 4. So we need to go over 4 1/4. Yeah, that's not going. So that's where we need to be at right there. Yes, cars. I'm mounting it to the tower, yes. I'm waiting for that to stop. There, she finally stopped. Yes, I'm mounting it to the tower. I'm gonna mount it, I'm gonna mount it even with the roof line. So, you know where I showed you that cable's coming out of the end of the gable? That I'm gonna mount it up right there. I'm gonna mount it right there, cause I'm gonna mount it right there. Oh shit! I turned my gas off. I turned my damn gas off. It ain't got no damn gas in it. What'd I do? Weld it to the damn top? A welding ball. A welding ball stuck. That's funny. That was funny, Leroy. Welding ball fell down and stuck to the table. Right there. Right there. That welding ball stuck to the table. That's funny. Hey, Reaper, you still in here, Reaper? Reaper, you still in here? Reaper. All right, we're here. I did something for you. Since it's mine, I'll show you. All right, look here. That right there, see that? See that right there? That's the cat eye I'm telling you about. That's drawing a straight line. That's a straight line right there. See the cat eye? Now, I should have just let it run on out to the end and fall off, but I stopped it right there. That is a straight line, okay? That right there is drawing C's, right? That's going that way. That's going C's, okay? This right here, right? This is figure eights. You see right there, I got a little undercut right there, but that's figure eights right there, okay? This right here, this is C's again, right? Because I didn't like the way that one looked, right? So that's C's there, okay? You see that one right there? You see I got it looks like a little C, and then you see right there is a cat eye. That's what I'm talking about, that's the cat eye, right? This right here is drawing a straight line. I started, and then once it started, I walk forward, I walk back. I walk forward, I walk back. This is how Make It Custom, Jalopy Customs in Canada, this is how he welds. He goes forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. You see that right there? That's the cat eye. So when you go forward, then you come back and kiss the eye. Forward, kiss the eye, forward, kiss the eye. So that right there is all those different ways right there. So it's just pick your poison. So it's mine, so I'll show you. So that's realistically what it looks like from over there, me drawing it on a piece of paper. Now you tell me what other YouTube channel is going to take the time to show you that. They ain't. They ain't going to show you. They ain't going to show you. They ain't going to show you. They afraid somebody gonna take some money out of their pocket or something. I don't know. Tennis racket. Alright. So y'all gonna have to talk amongst yourself. Y'all gonna have to talk amongst yourself for just a second. I gotta run up here. It's about 90 foot, 100 foot from me. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna measure. I'm gonna go up here and measure the spacing of the tubing, and I'll be right back, and then we'll make this piece right here. So I'm thinking, if we make it 4 inches wide, and if we make it 4 by 8. I think that will give us enough. If we make it 4 by 8, I think that, let me just see what we got right here. Let's just see what we got right here. Yeah. Yeah, you got to do a butt weld on that, or, you know, like a, so we'll just do a 4 by 8. What's this right here? Yeah, we'll just do a 4 by 8 piece. And then we'll cut some gussets out right there. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out good right here. This is gonna work out good, boys and girls. Might even run the Tractor Supply and get some daggone U-bolts. So let's do 4 by 8. And this is probably overkill, honestly. But the game warden told me one time, he said, man, I will say one thing about you, JG. I said, what's that? I said, what's that, LT? He said, man, you don't half-ass nothing, man. Got to collect plasma. Oh yeah, we got all that figured out. Yeah, we fixed that. Yeah, yeah, we cut out a dozen flying eyeballs the other day. Yeah, we got that figured out the other day, John. Yeah. $8.6. That's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, boys and girls. Oh yeah, it does pretty good. It does pretty good. It does pretty good. So we're not gonna weld this on there because I don't know where the holes are gonna go because I gotta go find U-bolts. So I'd rather find the U-bolts than cut the holes. I would rather go find the U-bolts than drill the holes. But basically what this is gonna do is gonna go on there like that. But what we can do is we can go ahead and tack the gussets on there. That's not gonna hurt to do that. We can do that. So we can do that. We can tack the gussets. We're gonna find out. And it's gonna take me a couple of days to get everything squared away. I started setting it up today. So my 7-day money back guarantee starts today. And if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have started activating it before I done this, but it's all right. Cars says that I will be very pleased with it. The way cars talks, that's the only thing that'll be here in the next 5 years. Even counting with cell phones. So, boys and girls, so the way this works, what's up, Florida? So, right here, so this, boys and girls, we wasn't thinking, this is only 4 inches wide, so we're gonna have to take the cut-off wheel and cut them ends off. Somebody should have caught that. So that's going to go there. That's going to go like that. Right? And then we're going to we'll pop 4 holes in it. So this will be like that. Yeah, we're going to have to take the cutoff wheel and just cut these ends off. It's all good. We're building this on the fly, boys and girls. We're building this on the fly. So that'll go like that. You know what I'm saying? That'll go like that. And then this will go up against the pole. And then we'll pop 4 holes in this. And then we'll put U-bolts around the pole to clamp this to the U-bolt, to the pole. And then the way this is going to work is we're going to put some of this. We're going to put some of this down. So we need to cut this piece. We need to cut this 18 by 18. Probably not. No, but I will. No, but I will, Gary. I'll be like, damn, I should have cut that off. We're going to use some of this plastic. We're going to use some of this plastic. We're going to use some of this plastic, boys and girls. We're going to rip this piece down. We're going to rip it down like James Brown. Need a counterweight. I don't know. We're going to, you know what? We're going to try this blade. This is a plywood blade. We're going to try it. I don't know. It might not cut it. We might have to change blades. This might be a bad idea. It might bust it and splinter it. And if it does, we'll know. We will know. We will know that you can't use that blade. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. It probably helped. It probably helped if we plugged it up. Alright, so I do not know if this blade's going to work like the other blade. So we're going to try it out. It did pretty good, but it's jagged. It's a jagged edge, it's not a clean cut. So I would not recommend that plywood blade for that. I would not recommend that for it. But what it's for, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I didn't cut this off. Because I just wanted to see what she looked like. But see, you got a screw hole there and a screw hole there. So I believe that is going to work, boys and girls. I believe that is going to work. So now what we'll do is we'll rip it down. Oh yeah, we could drag a file across it. Yep, we sure could. I was just saying, I'm glad I used that Diablo blade for cutting aluminum, that aluminum blade. Because y'all know when we cut all the parts for the door, and we used, where's she at? We use this blade right here, this 56 tooth. This cut a whole lot better. And they got a 72 tooth. I'm gonna go down to Bernie's Hardware and I'm gonna pick up that 72 tooth blade. It's for cutting 18 gauge. So that would give it a lot better fine cut. All right, so let's take this off for just a second. Move it out of the way. Let's rip this down like James Brown. We're gonna rip this down to 18 inches. Yeah, but you're right. We could run a file. We could run a flat bastard file across it. We sure could. We sure could. We sure could. But we're not going to. We're not going to. It ain't that, as in the words of build on a budget. In the words of build on a budget. It ain't that kind of party. It ain't that kind of party. Beautimus. 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 Put a couple of these screws in there. Where is that stuck in at? All right, hold on a second. Let me go get my other hang tight. I don't know where it is right off the top of my head. We'll just do it by hand. Oh, it's up there at the woodshed. A snow? What's up, Buchanan? Talking about snow? No, Gary, you can have that. Looks like I'm building a big old skillet. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Or if you're watching and you've never hit the subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Get an idea together and just make it happen. All right, so that's that, boys and girls. Now, that bad boy is set right there. Now, we're gonna center this thing up because we can't put it on there and it be cattywampus. We just can't do it. So we got 5 inches on that side. We got 5.5 on that side, so we need to go 5 1/4. We'll go 5 1/4 on that side. And then how much we got right there? How much we got on the nose? We got 1 inch. So it ain't square. We got 1 inch there. We got 1 inch there. We got 1 3/8 there. We got 1 3/8 there. We got 5 1/4. 5 1/4. A lot of people just put it up there and just, like I said, a lot of people just put it up there and put a screw in it, man. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Just put a screw in it, man. It'll be all right. Just put a damn screw in it. Shit. That ain't how we do it over here. That ain't how we do it over here. Ain't how we do it. You might do that at your place, but we don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. All right, let's put a daggone screw hole in it right here. Put a screw hole in it right here. Put it back on the table. Put it back on the table. Man, this stuff better be good, cars. We all in the neighborhood now. Nanu, nanu. Nanu, nanu. Nanu, nanu. What's up, Elko? Nanu, nanu. Boys and girls, I believe that. If it don't work, that's one sexy ass stand. No, we're not going to mass produce them. Nope, we're not. So this piece right here will go right there like that. And then that right there will mount to the tower right there. I got a 100-foot tower outside. So we're going to mount it about, I don't know, about 25 foot up in the air. 25, 30 foot up in the air. But we're going to mount that jute joint just like that right there. So that's about as far as we can go. I got to see if Tractor Supply got some U-bolts. The tower, the pole on the tower, one of them is 1 inch. So I need to find at least 1 inch, inch and a half, inch and a quarter U-bolt. U-bolt it, and I bolt it. Boys and girls, that's not bad for 100 minutes. Plug it up and plug it up to keep the hornets out of it. Yeah, I could do that, but I ain't worried about nothing. Man, we got red guinea wasp and damn dirt daubers and all that shit. Yeah, you're right. They'll be all up in that joker. But I think, boys and girls, nanu. Elon Musk, this better be some good shit, or you're gonna be hearing from me, buddy. I'm gonna go to damn X and I'm gonna drop a post and I'm gonna say, that Starlink ain't worth the. Boys and girls, I appreciate everybody tapping in on Sunday afternoon. I appreciate every single one of you, boys and girls. Remember what I said? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Drop a comment, thumbs up. Make sure you drop a comment, because if you don't, YouTube will purge you in 24 hours because they'll think you're a bot. Boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you, boys and girls. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We're going to be back on the F100 in the morning. We're going to get the front suspension out. I got to call the daggone blaster here in 28 minutes and tell him that we're good to go this week. Boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said, boys and girls. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first at loose end drag. Peace, I'm Chicken Grace. I'm out.